It's all about the meetings. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am alcoholic. Today, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I cannot be any more grateful. We went inside the treatment facility that we visit twice a week last night and held our crosstalk meeting. A lot of fun, great dialogue and conversation as always. A lot of back and forth. We love that. And so if our friends in the treatment facility are watching this morning on our YouTube channel, thank you for letting us come in and hang out with you guys. As I say all the time, you guys kept us sober on a Tuesday night. At the end of the last night's meeting, we even talked about the actual format, the crosstalk format, and how, they shared about how they were able to really connect and engage with that format. And that's what I wanted to share today with you is talking about the meetings and the meetings format. One of the challenges you may face early on in your recovery is this idea. You may make this same mistake that I made, is by associating 2 or 3 meetings that you may not get a whole lot out of, and making this association that all meetings are the same. Not that they're bad meetings. Those 2 or 3 meetings were bad meetings. Maybe you just didn't connect with them. Maybe you just didn't get a whole lot out of them. So all of a sudden, you create this scenario in your head where all meetings are exactly like these 2 or 3. Again, I did this myself. Well, if you go back in the 2013, whenever I got off the boat with Noah, I came into the rooms, and there were 2 or 3 meetings that I was visiting and frequenting, and I just wasn't able to connect. Again, not bad meetings. I just wasn't able to really get that connection. And so in my mind, I said, hey, you know what? All meetings must be like this. And since all meetings must be like this, there's really no point in me going to meetings. And then all of a sudden, now since I'm not going to meetings, I'm not able to build that support network that I needed. 2, 3, 4 months down the road, whenever shit hit the fan and I needed that support network, but I didn't have it, guess what? I relapsed. So I'm saying all this from my own personal perspective and my own personal experiences. What we're doing in that scenario is, see, whenever we're making that association, we're making that mistake of these 2 or 3 meetings I didn't get a whole lot out of, every meeting must be like that. What we're doing is we're creating a reservation. And I'll even go on record and say this. If I create the reservation after I get sober, what I'm really doing is I'm now giving myself an excuse to go back to those self-destructive behaviors that I'm trying so desperately to get away from. You may find those 2 or 3 meetings. You may have those 2 or 3 meetings that you just don't connect with. I want you to ask yourself, those 2 or 3 meetings that you didn't connect with, were the same people in those meetings? Because I know that was the case for me. Pretty much the 2 or 3 meetings I wasn't able to connect with initially when I first came in the rooms, there was a lot of the same people in those 2 or 3 meetings. And again, so I made every meeting thinking every meeting I wasn't going to be able to connect with. That just wasn't fair. I think the truth of the matter is, and this is what it came down to for me, it wasn't the people that I wasn't connecting with. It wasn't the program I wasn't connecting with. It was the format of the meeting. It seemed too rigid and too structured. Again, we're alcoholics and drug addicts. Structure is not our watchword by any means. At the end of the day, I was wrong. Like I said, what it came down to was me not connecting. It wasn't that I wasn't connecting with the program. It wasn't that I wasn't connecting with all of the people. There was a few people I just didn't connect with, and that's fine. That's fair. It wasn't anything like that at all. I was wrong because what I wasn't connecting with was the format. The format of the meeting itself wasn't connecting with me at all. The program is perfect, but the people in the meeting would sometimes confuse the format of the meeting with the program itself. And so if they were confusing it, imagine what that did to me as a newcomer. It confused the shit out of me. And that's where I want to take this opportunity to encourage you. If you go to 2 or 3 meetings that you're just not able to connect with, find other meetings. We're in an area here in the Huntington, West Virginia area where there's a plethora of meetings. I feel like a meeting every hour. Find another meeting. If you don't have other meeting options available to you, start your own meeting. And keep in mind, it doesn't have to be a meeting in a church basement or at a VFW. It can be just you and a couple of your fellow alcoholics or drug addicts in recovery. Just get together at a restaurant, sitting down, drinking a cup of coffee. And that's what our crosstalk meeting is all about. Our crosstalk meeting doesn't replace any program. Hell, if anything, it supports every program. AA, NA, JKL, PA, whatever A. It's just the format of the meeting. Do not confuse the format of the meeting with the program that you're trying to work. I say this again from personal experience. It's something, it was a mistake that I made, and it almost became very detrimental to me. So with that being said, I'm out of time. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I cannot be any more appreciative. We'll be talking again soon, guys. Remember, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.